Welcome back to the final slice of the 6 o'clock show. Maria and Steve are still with us, stirring up some fun here in the kitchen.
Yes,
amazing.
But Aisling, we're not going to waste a moment here because you've got some peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler.
Okay.
It is peach season at the moment. Like, we're in the prime of it. And peach cobbler is one of those kind of classical American desserts that just hasn't quite... See, we have crumble. So we kind of don't need cobbler, but I am telling you, cobbler will kick the
What's the difference? Yeah.
Oh, it's more buttery and it's more cookie crispy-like on top. It's delicious. And I'm doing a little twist on this. So what I'm doing is I have fresh peaches. Absolutely beautiful. So peach is the one that has the fuzzy skin. Nectarine is the one that has the smooth skin. There's a little one gene that's the difference between them, and that's what makes all the difference. Yeah.
Well, the pressure's on you now tonight because we do have an American here.
I know. I mean,
loves her cobblers.
You were there, and I happen to love peach cobbler. Every time I make peach cobbler, it's all soggy and not as crispy. How do you make it so crispy?
I'll tell you now in 1 second. So I'm going to start with the butter. I am foaming my butter. If we can see in close here, can you see there's a little bit of brown on the bottom? This is brown butter. This is creating this nutty caramelness. This is
smells
next
lovely.
level.
And how is it foamed? Like, is that just happen naturally when you heat it up?
Yeah, when you heat it up, okay? So I am using a combination of tinned peaches and fresh peaches. Tinned peaches are a little powerhouse of nutrition, but the fresh peaches, see the way they have the skin and they've got that beautiful red, orange colour? So when you cook them, you get, like, that ekes out and it just brings this beautiful colour. So I love, like, fresh peaches are expensive. Yeah. So you can stretch them with the tinned peaches.
Right.
Yeah. And you can do it all tinned peaches, but this for me is that you're getting the best of both worlds, which I love. So my brown butter is in there. Into that, I'm going to sprinkle about 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. So everything is going to this caramelness, this nutty kind of caramel. So the brown butter is creating that.
Smells
the
amazing
brown
right
sugar.
now, I have to say, for
Isn't
anyone
it?
that can't smell the kitchen.
It's so good. 4 tablespoons of whiskey.
All right.
That's my missing ingredient.
There you go.
Whiskey.
That's what I'm going to add to mine now.
And a drop of vanilla.
Okay.
And like, this is so simple. Genuinely, there's no work in any of this. It's so easy.
I love that sound. Do you? That sizzling's just like so
isn't it so
satisfying.
good? And I'm going to let that bubble away. And what's going to happen is the sweetness, the kind of sugar is going to come out of the peaches. It's going to react with that little bit of sugar and it's going to go jammy almost. So you're creating a sauce within the pan before you ever bake it. So we're just going to let those soften, do their thing into my mixer. This is a paddle attachment, right? So often we have the whisk. And for 20 years you buy one of these and everybody just leaves the whisk on it and this sits in a drawer and people don't really know what to do with it, so they never take it out. You're baking cookies, this is what's this for. But if you were somebody who bakes scones or you bake a little crumble, and we would normally do this rubbing in technique with our hands.
My God.
Save your hands,
This'll do it for you.
such a treat. 150 grams of flour going in here. 150 grams of sugar, and we're going to put some real Irish butter. The good
Now,
stuff.
if you don't
Maria.
have a KitchenAid, you can do this in a bowl yourself.
Oh, do it
can
by
you?
hand.
Or
You
do
just
by
rub it
hand.
in
All
until
at
it looks like
room
breadcrumbs.
temperature butter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this just work brilliantly. And there is quite the quantity of butter in here, but that's what gives it that kind of crispness when it bakes. So it stays kind of almost a little bit kind of like soft and doughy, but then it goes crispy. So I'm going to pop this on for a second. It's just going to do its thing. And it takes a couple of seconds in this. And then oven-proof dish. So we bake this in the oven at 180 for about like your kind of 35 minutes, just until it's beautiful and golden. But it's lovely that you can give everything a little start.
And what's that?
You know?
What is that? Just to kickstart it?
It's to build all the flavour.
Okay.
So the butter builds flavour, the sugar, the whiskey, the vanilla. That's like next level flavour all the time, as opposed to just plain peaches going in.
Are you getting that, Maria, when
Yes,
you
I
taste
just
it?
toss it all together and stick it in the oven. That saute magic that you said, making everything come together, that's the jammy secret.
It is.
Oh, I'm learning so much.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Isn't it lovely?
Amazing.
It's really, really good. And cobbler got its name because basically it's cobbled together. There's no technique. There's no...
That looks like cookie dough.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it on top.
The magic.
There's no rolling. There's no anything. Yeah, I love a bit of magic in the kitchen, actually.
Speaking of magic,
all magic.
you've got
It
a
is all
trick for us,
magic.
another one.
I do. You mind if I do try something with you?
I would love it.
Okay, cool. Put your hand over me like this. Just a teaspoon they gave it me. Just grab onto that nice and tight. We're going to try something, okay? It may not work. We're going to go with this camera here, number one.
Okay.
So watch the spoon. Okay. Now you might feel this, right? Watch. No, that's just me
Wait,
moving.
no,
it.
he's moving
Stop
it. He's
freaking
moving
out.
it, guys.
But watch. If we can do this right, We should be able to corkscrew the spoon inside your hand. Watch, we're just going to push it through your hand.
Would you stop?
What?
How did you
on
do
earth?
that? I put no pressure whatsoever on it.
Weird, right?
It's magic.
It's magic.
Or Maria's just
Amazing.
freakishly
And you can check
strong.
if these are solid.
Maria, keep it up there so we can see it at home.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's totally bent.
Wow.
Try to twist it back.
No. It's
Yuri
not
Geller,
like
eat your heart
malleable
out.
rubber. It's a real spoon.
Real spoon.
It's a real.
And these,
not-
these are really solid spoons.
Oh my goodness, that's
I have so
really-
many
Absolutely.
questions.
So do I.
Trust me, just
I'm
blow my
almost
finger.
not sure what the answer
Yeah,
is.
blow.
How,
Blow
Aisling,
again.
how's our cobbler doing?
Our
blowing.
cobbler's doing great.
What?
Look, wait, there's another one.
You see there?
Wait.
Look.
Wow.
I've got hot breath.
You'll have no country left. I'm just going to
guys,
stop
that's
now. I'm going to eat my
really-
cobbler.
and that's the good
I know,
cobbler.
they're
You
good
know
ones.
that.
I know, they're just solid.
That's really amazing.
Okay, we're not touching any more cutlery.
No.
Okay, we
We'll
need
have
the
none
same
left.
cutlery.
I don't have a spoon at home, I swear to God.
Where are we at in here?
Before we finish, yeah. So basically, your cobbler topping goes on top, and you bake it in the oven about 180 for about 35 minutes, and it comes out beautiful, bubbly. Now, my top tip is let it sit for about 20 minutes,
Okay.
just before you serve it, because all those jammy juices they go a little bit solid, and it forms almost like this syrup at the bottom. Vanilla, cream, custard, ice cream, absolutely fab. I have a lovely little trick, which is you buy pre-made custard and fold that into whipped cream. And you almost get this like custardy cream kind of creme anglaise thing. It's beautiful, and
I love it
serve
with
that
ice
on
cream.
top.
I love the hot
it.
and the cold.
So do I.
It's
You know, that
fabulous.
kind of
So
contrast.
you mentioned again 180 degrees in
Yes,
the oven for how long?
For about 35 minutes.
35
yeah.
and then sit for 20.
And let it sit, yeah. And you can see like all of the juices. So this one we've just scooped out some guys, but it all just kind of sets, and that goes that like kind of thick jammy. And it's such a homemade one, but it's so simple. And sometimes with peaches, they don't need a whole lot.
Can we try
it's
it?
the- Please do. I'm going to spoon some.
Let's grab a spoon
Yeah,
that
because-
hasn't been
The
tampered
American version
the
has
cutlery's gone.
cinnamon in it.
Yes,
All the cookies
cinnamon
broken.
would be lovely.
But you know what? I don't miss it. It's so
Do you not?
flavorful that I don't even
Yeah.
miss
It's
it.
the whiskey, girl.
Yeah,
I think it is.
It makes up for it.
The cinnamon can
It
be
makes up for it.
overpowering,
I
I think.
agree.
Yeah.
Well, a massive thank you to all of our guests this evening, and of course to Aisling for the tasty cobbler. It's so delicious.
Cannot wait to try this. That's how she's putting on some sugar here.
Is this for us?
This is for you guys. Yeah, I'm
I
going to
love
get
it.
some cream. And like that, a little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of gingerbread spices. All of those would work really well. So it's kind of that transitional summer into autumn dessert. There you go,
Lovely.
guys.
Okay, we're going to dig in. Tune in tomorrow for some more fun as we chat with Olympic champ Mona McSharry.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Plus, George Newbern, the charming star of Father of the Bride, Adventures in Babysitting, and Friends will be chatting with us ahead of Dublin Comic Con, where Maria will also be making an appearance.
Yes, make sure you check both of them out. Now, from all of us here on 6 o'clock show, see you tomorrow at 6. Goodbye.